What's going on, YouTube? Guitstik Customs here, and I'm going out to the shop. I got a comparison video for you guys. Today I'm gonna do a comparison between the Old Timer Splinter OT 24 or 24 OT, I forget which one it is, and the Flexcut Carvin Jack. That's it. And there's a big difference between the two in prices. This is about $19, $20, depending on where you find it at. This can be had for $125. I've seen it as low as $115 on Amazon. I didn't buy it. I borrowed it. Borrowed this one, the Carvin Jack, because I just didn't see spending that much money on one of these. This is mine. I paid $19 for it off of Amazon. I had some points, so brought it down to about $15. It's a nice knife. I forget what the steel is. Fairly decent. It was somewhat sharp straight out of the box, but by looking at the blades, let's close these down. I don't know if you can see that. Machine marks, sanding, grinding, whatever it was, has left a serration on the edge of the blade, and it's kind of narrow. Well, actually kind of wide, more of a wedge shape, chisel shape than the Carvin Jack. And hard to get that blade out. See the difference? Nice and smooth, highly polished, no serrations. So this one cuts a lot better than the Old Timer, but the Old Timer is a lot less, and it won't take much to get it to something closer to the cutouts on the Carvin Jack are a little bit hard to get to. They're easier on one side than they are on the other side. But on the main blade, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's hard to get to that, and it pulls all the other blades up together at the same time, which means that you have to play with it to get it where you can use it, because it's tight, as opposed to the Old Timer, where for the main blade, the fingernail clip or whatever cutout is right there, and it makes it easier, and not all the blades come out at the same time. And all of the blades are like that on the Splinter. They have nice big cutouts for your thumbnail on both sides, and they're easy to get to. Even on this one in the middle. The middle one, it's on this side. Need fingernails to do it though. And it comes up. See, nice big relief for your fingernail to pull it up. And come up easy. That's what I like about the Old Timer, as opposed to the Flexcut Carvin Jack. Honestly, at $115, I can't justify buying the Carvin Jack. If it were more along the lines of $50, $60, I could see the value in it. As it stands right now, it's a nice knife. It's got good blades, got good edges. There are just too many problems with it. Even though it's made in America, made in the USA, there are just too many quality control issues, such as the pins and the fingernail cutouts. and the fact that it's just too tight. Hopefully it'll loosen up with wear over time. The Old Timer, on the other hand, made in China, forced trade, the Old Timer. The blades need work, but for $20, yeah, I'd buy this all day long, every day. This one is a locking, but I'll explain in a little bit why I think that's kind of unnecessary. Because you have to be careful with it when you're trying to close it up, or you will cut yourself. All the blades, pretty much, if you're careful with them, with the Old Timer, you're cutting into, like that, cutting into the wood. You're not going to need a locking blade for that. You might need a locking blade for something like the chisel. Let me see if I can't find it. Nope, that's not the chisel. There's the chisel. That one right there. It doesn't lock. But if you're careful with it, you're not going to have to worry about it coming undone. None of my pocket knives, of which I have many, see. I have another Old Timer, a smaller Old Timer, Sheffield. None of them lock, and I've whittled with them for years, so not a problem, in my opinion. You just have to be careful with an unlocking blade. You need to be careful with any blade, for that matter. But coffee. I don't see where the Flexcut is worth $115. The sheath that it comes with is, the sheath itself is fairly heavy, but the belt loop is thin and it deforms easily. It's nothing to brag about. It does hold the knife. And it comes with a block for honing. Okay, but the piece of leather on the back here, I've seen other reviews where the leather was wider, but when you're trying to strop, let's just pull out the straight blade. And this is another problem that I have with the Flexcut. You'll see that it doesn't cover the entire blade, so you have to go at an angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this piece with another piece of leather that I have for Jim, the man that I borrowed this from, that was so gracious to lend it to me, just so it covers the blades. And then I'm going to lock them. The problem I have with the locking mechanism, if you're not careful, if you hold all the blades, accidentally push in on all the blades, which is easy to do, when you push the blade back in, they get buried within the handle itself, and it locked. And then you have to dig for it to get it to come back out. And that's happened to me on numerous occasions. And for the kind of money that you're spending on one of these, the pins that hold the handle together and the blades in, they sit proud. And they're not rounded, they're sharp edges. And they're annoying as all get out when you're trying to whittle with it. The Old Timer, on the other hand, one pin sits proud and it's rounded. The other pins are fairly flush. That one sits a little bit proud, but this one sits more proud. Again, you're spending $19, $20 on this. It is going to take a little bit of work to get it back up, get it up to the standards of the blades here. To be honest with you, I have been using this more than I've been using this, because this does need some work to get it to where it's better than what it is. like I said, I've been using this more than I've been using the Old Timer, because the Old Timer, and I'm going to repeat myself, it does need to be reprofiled and edges put on it. Better edges than what it's got. And I'm going to do that in another video. I don't know if I said that or not. But I can justify spending $20 on the Old Timer, spending a little bit of time with it, getting the blades exactly where I want them to be, and cutting the way I want to be. And if I screw it up, another $20, I can buy another one. This one here, I'm afraid to take it out. I can't take it with me because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. And it's $115 on Amazon. That's an awful lot of money to be losing in the woods or something like that. This one, you lose it in the woods, buy another one. It's not that hard. So, in summary, between the two knives, I like the blades on the Flexcut. They work well. They're sharp straight out of the box. They don't need, all you need to do is strop them to keep an edge on them. The Old Timer needs some work. Would I buy this one? No, I wouldn't, be honest with you. If somebody gave it to me, then I'd use it, like I've been using it since I've had it. This one, I would buy all day long and play with it and get the edges exactly the way I want them. It doesn't take me any time. A little bit of sandpaper, bingo, you're done. So, the conclusion to this, this is the one I would go for. Nice, better, can work. But that's about all I've got to say on the subject. I like it. I wouldn't buy it. Buy this one. Play with it. Sharpen it. Get the edges the way you want it. Do it all day long. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you think about the video and what you think about the knives. If you own the Old Timer or if you own the Flexcut Carvin Jack, let me know your opinions on it. Okay? And ring that little bell. You might get some notifications that I put up another video. And check these videos out over here. You might find something you like. Alright, I will talk to you all later. Bye.